Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at the 9th wave of the Dragon Star series from Dragon Ball Super. Although, funnily enough, not really any of these characters are from Dragon Ball Super. Yes, Frieza and Piccolo do appear, but these are meant to be based on previous appearances from Dragon Ball Z. And then, of course, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is from Dragon Ball GT. So they've kind of reached back and decided to start doing some of the older characters to flesh out the line. Plus, they're characters that longtime fans want. And it's really nice to get solid figures for these characters that we've known and loved for quite some time. So first off the bat, something you might recognize, or notice, I should say, no Build-A-Figure pieces. And they don't advertise anything on the back. So Build-A-Figure is apparently done. I don't know if that's just because they didn't know who to do for this wave, if it's because they wanted to give us a bunch of extra hands instead, although I feel like they've still given us extra hands. In the last wave with Trunks, he got a bunch of stuff. I guess they're just getting away from it. They feel like maybe people don't want it, or it's just too expensive for them. I don't know. But in any case, they're gone. They're out. So Series 9, as you can see, the three we're taking a look at here. And then Series 10 is Android 17, Super Saiyan Level 3 Goku, which I think looks pretty good, and then Perfect Cell. So that's what it says, Cell Final Form, but it's like, come on, it's Perfect Cell. So I think all of these look really good. I'm definitely going to be checking out Wave 10 as well. But really cool picture of Piccolo here on the side. He does not come with the, turban, I guess, for lack of a better term, and the cape. Would have been cool if that was included and removable. Would have been nice, especially since we're not getting Build-A-Figure pieces. First Form Frieza. Big fan of First Form Frieza. I think that looks cool. At this point, I would buy Second and Third Form as well because I really love his Second and Third Form are some of my favorites. I know 4 is the most popular, and they've already done that in this line. But I love the Second Form, and his Monster Form, Form 3, is my favorite. And then here is Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which, I don't know, to me, when I was watching the anime, it was always explained to me as Saiyan level 4, not Super Saiyan, like the dub made it Super Saiyan. Again, I don't know. You can hear my rant about that on Geek Each Week coming up soon, or I can't remember if it was the episode that just released or the one that's coming out soon. In any case, this figure looks good, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the packaging here. Very standard, very similar to what we're used to. Just have the nice pictures of the characters on the side. Let's go ahead and get them out of the box here, and we'll take a closer look. So here are the three figures out of the packaging. We'll start over here with Piccolo. I think the Piccolo figure actually looks really good. I love all the paint and all the detailing on his arms for the kind of weird Namekian physiology where they have these little patches all over their skin. They did a really great job with that. The one thing I just think, his pants are a little short. This weird kind of like bulge of ankle that they have going on here just looks a little off. Like I feel like they could have just had the boots just come up and not show any ankle and it would have looked better. I don't know why they did that. So that looks a little weird to me, but otherwise I think the figure looks great. Head sculpt very good. Again, he can't look up at all, so if anyone's like up here, he's done, he's finished. But for whatever reason, a lot of the figures are like that. I don't really know why. But you can see his entire neck moves more often than his head. You can still move just the head. You can see there. But for whatever reason, when you kind of turn his head, his entire neck seems to want to move. But still, side to side. Not really too much front to back, I gotta be honest. And again, it's because you can see how the head is. It kind of hits that and it can't really go any farther back. Typical shoulder and arm joints, the double elbow, the wrist is the same. We're always used to seeing that same kind of connection there in the torso that we're used to. Really the same for the legs. The knee joints are the same as like Goku or anyone else has these kind of baggy pants. Not too much. It's mostly the bottom one. There is a little bit of movement in the top one, but it can't bend as much as the bottom one can. And then, of course, you have the, I guess, ball joint in the ankle, because it can move side to side and a little bit of up and down. Like I said, it's just, those ankles sticking out are just a little weird to me. Don't know why, they just look a little off. But otherwise, I think he looks pretty good. He's having a hard time standing. You can see that the knee joint is a little loose. And the way these like ankles work, where you can kind of like push them up and down, I've always thought is a little weird, but not terrible. The one thing, he does come with a bunch of extra hands. So he's got 2 open hands, and of course he's got a hand so he can do the special beam cannon. So we got to take a look at that. You can see, just pop it off, pop the next one on. Whoops, or I could drop it all over the place. Let's try this again. There we go. So let's see, can we actually get it to reach his forehead? Bicep swivel. Kind of. Not really. Maybe if we turn it and we have him on a bit of a... it kind of works. Kind of get that going. It's obviously... if you look at it from the right direction, you can kind of get that going there. So I appreciate that they at least included it. You know, you can't do it 100%, but it's better than nothing. Next up, we have First Form Frieza. And I have to say, they really did a good job with Frieza here. The head sculpt is perfect. Really well done. He's even got the scouter and everything. I love that. That looks fantastic. Head can actually move up and down. He doesn't have to look at his shoes the whole time. I know, it's crazy. Really nice range of movement there. The arms seem a little loose in the socket, but you can see it's just because there's so much room in there. Like it's a ball joint on a long stem there, so that just to get the arms all the way out to the end of the armor. But I mean, that gives you a nice range of motion, and you still have the hinge. You have the bicep swivel, you have the double elbow, you have the same wrist articulation that they all have. Swivel there in the torso. Hips can kind of get a really good range of motion. Double knee joint, and then of course you have the ankle that can do the same. And I think they nailed the feet. They look perfect. Absolutely love the feet. The tail is huge. It has its own giant joint, can spin completely around, and has a hinge. And then there's another swirl here. So I kind of like the look of his tail like that, but it makes him incredibly back heavy, so he just completely falls down. Like, no matter how I stand. Oh, now he's going to do it? All right, fine. You want to punk me on camera? That's fine, as long as you'll stand. He looks good. I think he honestly might be my favorite. When going into this, I thought for sure he was going to be my favorite, and he's still good. But I've been really impressed with the Frieza. They just nailed the detail. The color scheme is perfect. The articulation is great. He does come with some extra hands as well. He has a set of open hands. Pretty typical open hands. But then he also has the hand that has, like, when he puts the one finger up to make the giant ball of energy. So I think that's what killed Planet Vegeta. That's really cool. So I love the attention to detail there. All the extra hands that are, like, specific to their action poses and things. But they did a great job with the Frieza. I really... The smirk, the details, the paint applications, the articulation's great. Just all over, I really like this figure quite a bit. Last, but by no means least, we have Super Saiyan 4 Goku. The tail does come separate. You just pop it right in, and then it can kind of move around like that. Very simple. Not a whole lot of articulation going on there. The detail with the hair sculpting is really well done. It's really good. He's got that trademark kind of red outline to his eyes there, which is really good. The head moves all around, and you can see that these pieces of hair are a little bit softer. So as he moves his head around, they can kind of bend and go with it. And they really did a good job. I don't know. They did an excellent job of making the hair kind of seem fluid and not get stuck or break. Like, it kind of adapts and goes where it needs to, and it just looks good. I still feel like this is a little bit too dark of a reddish pink color. I feel like it should be a little bit lighter. I feel like this is closer to like Vegeta's color scheme for his hair, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen GT. Similar joints. All of these joints are the same. You have the shoulder joint with the up and down and the swivel, bicep swivel, double elbow, the usual wrist that we're used to. Torso's the same. Leg joints are the same. Pretty much exactly the same knee joints as Piccolo. His ankles look a lot better, though. He doesn't have a weird bit of ankle showing. But yeah, overall, these really look good. I really, really am happy with these. They took kind of some classic characters and just gave us really nice figures using these new molds. He, of course, does have extra hands as well. He's got kind of a normal open set of hands. And then he's also got one of these, like he's going to do the special beam cannon. I don't know what this was for. Like I said, it's been a while since I've seen GT, but maybe just like shooting a beam or something, or an orb. But I mean, pretty good detail. You can even see the fingernails on it. It's pretty crazy. So, nice sculpting there. But yeah, he's excellent as well. All three of these figures are actually really good. I highly recommend all three of these. I would definitely say it's a close race between Super Saiyan 4 Goku and First Form Frieza for my favorite, because they're both done extraordinarily well. And that's not to say that there's anything wrong with the Piccolo figure. He looks great. Head sculpt's great. I think the detailing and paint on his arms in particular is fantastic. And I love the inclusion of the extra hand accessories for the special beam cannon. It's just those ankles are a little goofy looking to me. Not terrible, just a little off-putting. I feel like they just made them too long and just gave him kind of weird cankles that just don't need to be there. And I don't know, it's just a little off. But it by no means ruins the figure. It just kind of makes him not as amazing as the other two, in my opinion. Because I think with the other two, they really crushed it. Especially Frieza. Just the paint's really sharp. The facial detailing and the expression is just spot on. You know, that just kind of grim, evil look. They really nailed it. The colors are so bright and vibrant with Frieza. The feet sculpting, the tail, they just really nailed it all over. I think they did a great job with it. And Super Saiyan 4 Goku, again, looks great. They did a fantastic job with the hair, and the face sculpt looks good. I still think the red color used is a little dark, but it's not bad, and by no means takes away from the figure. So I love all three of these. Definitely recommend them. I'm really excited to see what else they're going to give us, going back and kind of using this new mold / sculpting, kind of the new figure line, the 6-inch figure line aesthetic, to give us some classic characters that I think definitely could use updated figures. So this is great. I love them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.